You know it is. Pull it.
And with all that being said, I've decided to continue my athletic and academic career at the Stanford University.
Yes, sir.
Network, it means everything to me. Back when I didn't have all these offers, maybe like one or two, he was always promoting me, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get me on the radar, this guy, you need to look out for him. You know what I'm saying? It really means, the world to me. Bacon, he's been there, like I said, since I've been small. Always shouting me out and always just trying to put me on, just give me notice more than I really appreciate Bacon.
I mean, shoot, I was the new kid. Faison kind of was with the Ducks for a little minute. So my first year, of course, he had all the hype. He was probably by like 6'2" at 12. He was a mutant. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was a mutant. But I mean, from then you could see just the potential he had. I mean, I'm not surprised he's the number one quarterback. If you would have seen him in youth ball, you would have thought he was the number one quarterback in that class back then. So I mean, like going against him kind of like prepared you already for like what high school was. I mean, he looked like a high school quarterback around that time. So I mean, like trash talking with him. He's more quiet though. I will say that he don't talk that much trash. But I mean, like trash talking with him, going out there and hitting drills with Faison. I mean, I kind of like just builds you ready. I mean, hopefully I play against him in college. I would love it.
As y'all know, this is the Sizzling News Podcast. Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody, man? Happy Monday, man. The regular season is over. It's over with, man. It's playoff time. It's time to buckle that chin strap. It's time to put that mouthpiece in and go knock somebody out. Now we do got a bye week this week, but next week it's on and popping. We're going to talk some of the matchups, man. 6A, well, from 3A all the way up to 6A. Talk about some reclass that we seen today for GHSA. You know what I'm saying? Talk about some big headlines and some hirings, some firings. We'll talk about that as well on the show. And then we'll have on McEachern, DB coach on, obviously onto the show, and several of the players on as well. Bacon will be hosting that, man. So cannot wait to get into that. But before we start off the show and bring on Bacon, we got to talk and obviously give praise to our sponsor, man. We cannot do the show without him, man. We got to pay our bills, man. Powered for Life. Any athlete out there that wants to get empowered, go to empoweredforlife.com, man. Gonna get you right. But let's play the ad, man, and talk about what Empowered for Life really means.
Hey, are you an athlete that needs some help in recruiting that wants to get out there, get some exposure, and be tapped in and aligned with college coaches from NAI to D2, HBCU, all the way to the D1 level? Well, look no further, man. Tap into a powerful life where you could become a part of the family and get empowered, poured into mentally, physically, and spiritually on and off the court. Hit that link below and tap in and get some exposure and be empowered for life.
And there y'all go, man. Right down there below, man. Empowered for Life, e4lifeathletes.com/contact. And I believe Coach Teagle is still taking guys for that All-Star game. So if you want to be nominated, man, you know what to do, man. All-Star game in December. Obviously, they do a really good job with this, man. They play it on the South Side. And obviously, you guys can go check it out. Athletes all over the field, man. One of the best ones in the state, man. Y'all boys go check it out. But without further ado, man, let me bring on my co-host, Arvon Bacon, the Bacon Network.
What's going on, everybody? I see we got 33 on Twitter. On Twitter space, we don't know if we got cooked up on everywhere else, but we will. We appreciate y'all. 25 in here, ready to go. What's up, Mark? I see you on the IG live, brother. See you soon, brother. But yeah, man, just ready to chop it up, man.
100%, man. Lot to get into today, man. Real quick, what was your thoughts on the final week of the regular season, man? We ain't got to get too much into depth yet, but just what were your thoughts on the regular season? Anything, any headline, anything that caught your eye specifically?
I mean, I think the last week of high school football ended well. Halloween night, you know what I mean? Just a different element when Halloween comes in and reading championships are on the line, man. Hard work is paid off, but a night ended well. I think the biggest thing for me, JT Austin, 4 sacks, 5 TFLs versus Troop County, up-tempo, paced offense that beat LaGrange. There was a lot of question marks coming in with Sandy Creek. Be ready for that type of atmosphere on the road, and I think they paid fruition. And I got to shout out my boy Jalen Britt, man. Both the all-time receiving receptions in a single season at Newton High School at 85 and counting. Brother slept on, and brother needs some love. So if you're a coach scout in the live chat, hit him up, man.
100%. Great reaction, man, for sure. Biggest takeaway, man. Good win for Langston this past weekend. Over Lovejoy. I will say the score is a little bit deceiving. That's not to take away from what Coach Hines and DK and Quintavious Wiggins and Coach CJ did. They earned the win. But some of them, man, like one of them was just clear touchdown, man. Like refs got to do better on that. You know what I'm saying? Clearly put his foot down. Ref goes like this, touchdown, and then goes against it later on and says, nah, no touchdown. Like we don't have instant replay in high school. We'll only do that in the state championships. If you call this on the field, go with the call. You know what I'm saying? So there's some questionable calls that I'm not saying that would have helped them win the game, but I think in key moments in that, it was 28-7, they scored 28-14. It makes the game more interesting. You know what I'm saying? So nonetheless, man, Langston Hughes dominated. They did what they're supposed to do, man. But Lovejoy is a team that they did fight in that game. I do want to give them their props. And like I said, the score is a little bit deceiving. They got their work cut out for them because they got to play against Rome in the first round. So that'll be tough. Aiden McPherson, who's one of my top performers, went off this past weekend. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But yeah, man. So that was probably one of my biggest takeaways for sure. And then obviously I think Lowndes, man. Lowndes losing to Valdosta. Tough game for Jace Johnson. I know Jewel will probably talk about it more, but 4 for 14 in that game. I think only maybe 60 yards. Tough game for them, but Valdosta really shut it down. And it made it tough for Lowndes to really do anything. And a really good victory, Wintersville Classic, 2 really great teams, 23-14 victory. That was another one. South Georgia ball that stood out to me.
Nah, yeah, fact. I watched the film on Wii Ball. They just got out physical too. Now I don't say out physical on the line of scrimmage. I think it was kind of decent. But on like linebacker secondary wise, they got bullied, for lack of better words, for sure.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. But you know what I mean? Every dog has his day, man. Jason's still talented. Jason's still one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Georgia, if not the nation. So, you know what I mean? Just try to shake that off. Don't think Lowndes is a serious contender in that classification. But you know what I mean? That's what the last week of the regular season is for, to see who's for real and see who just, you know what I'm saying, just skating by. Not to say that they're just skating by, but they ain't legit.
There you have it. All right, man. So we had some big news, Bacon. I guess we'll go ahead and talk about it on the show. But GSA officially announced the reclassifications 2026 through 2028, man. As you guys can see right here, I'm going to pull up this graphic so y'all can see this.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go right here, y'all, on X. They announced it right here. Coach CJ was tuned into the show and obviously sent this to us as well. But yeah, they released the classification for 2028. So let's take a look. Bacon, wherever you want me to stop at, or any school in the new conference, let me know, or the new classification, let me know any that stand out to you. But this is the new one: Brookwood, Campbell, Grayson, Lambert, Parkview, South Forsyth, Wheeler, Osborne, Lowndes, North Gwinnett, North Paulding, Peachtree Ridge, Forsyth Central, Archer, North Cobb, Denmark, East Coweta, West Forsyth, Arabian Mountain, Cherokee. Arabian Mountain is really interesting as 6A. They've always been like a 4A school.
Right.
4A, 5A. That's interesting. They move up 2 spots. Cherokee, Mill Creek, Camden County, Newton, Richmond Hill, Berkmar, Secondary, Central Gwinnett, South Gwinnett, Pebblebrook, Duluth, Rockdale County, Walton, Discovery, Marietta, Hillgrove, North Atlanta, Colquitt County, Collins Hill, Westlake, Meadow Creek, Kennesaw Mountain, Harrison, Decula, Douglas County, North Forsyth, Valdosta, Beaufort, Paulding County, Lakeside Evans, Lakeside DeKalb, Northgate, Etowah, McKeedron, Carrollton, and Norcross.
Yeah, Northgate is interesting too. They've always been, I think 5. They've always been, I think, 2 down. So they've always been, I think, 5 or 6. So it's interesting to see them jump up to 7A from my neck of the woods. Yeah.
And here's a little bit of just housekeeping stuff. Anybody that wants to move to a higher classification or request to move to higher classification must be submitted over the signatures of schools, administrative authorities, principal, and superintendent. A school that transfers to a higher classification must remain in the higher classification to schools are next reclassified on a statewide basis. So member schools may appeal their classification. Member schools will be able to review and verify their aligned with classification student count on the GHSA website and attached. When there is a major discrepancy between schools count and the count determined by GHSA staff, the school may appeal by emailing Don Core and copying Dr. Tim Scott. Member schools wishing appeal their proposed classification may appeal by emailing Don Core and copying Dr. Tim Scott. They can do better with making that more clear in my opinion. But that is obviously that there. What's your reaction to that?
First team that needs to be submitting a classification jump up needs to be Coach Reeves and the Milton Eagles.
They have done that. They have done it a lot in the past. I don't know if they're feeling any different just because of their other sports. I know from talking with them, they've always wanted to move up and play a higher competition. Obviously, this past year they would have been 6A. They moved down to 5A. So they might be a school that might be content where they are. But for sure, I mean, they won a 7A title a few years ago, beating Walton, obviously a 7A program. But it would be good to see Milton in there. But let's see what they do.
Other sports, the basketballs hasn't been as dominant as it's been in recent history. I'm not sure what to do outside of that. Like baseball, it should be decent up there in that Gwinnett, Alpharetta area. Softball, same thing with volleyball. I mean, I'm not sure, but they got the funds for it to fund their kids. So
you clouding, bro. You clouding. All right, let's keep rolling. Let's see. Yeah, this one is better. All right, let's go 6A. Let me know if anything that stands out. Grovetown, Noonan, New Manchester, Lassiter, Effingham County, South Cobb, Sequoia, Chambly, Houston County, Morrow, South and Mountain View. That's an interesting one. They're usually 7A school. Gainesville, Shiloh, Tift County, Woodward Academy, Rome, Creekview, Hamersham Central, Hughes, Veterans, Greenbrier, Lovejoy, Chapel Hill, Woodstock, Alpharetta, Northside, Warner Robins, Tri-Cities, Loganville, Brunswick, Decatur, Milton, Roswell, South Effingham, Alexander, Glen Academy, East Paulding, Clark Central, Alcovey, Dunwoody, River Ridge, Lanier, Pope, Jackson County, which is projected, Heritage Conyers, Bradwell Institute, Riverwood, Drew, Northside Columbus, Creekside, Coffee, Thomas County Central, Appalachia, McIntosh, Cale, Midtown, Lee County, Johns Creek, Evans, Dutchtown, and Sprayberry.
Yeah, man, we need Coach Rance back on the show, man. But jumping to 6A, I like that. Man. You know what I mean? We want to see if Creekside. I mean, we all know, man, if keeping in the bucket, everybody on this show, I'm sure with Mark Drew, I to tap in. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about Creekside as one of the best schools in GA, period. It definitely should be ranked max preps on everybody's list. So for them jumping to 6A, playing teams like Kel, you know what I mean, playing teams. I mean, y'all just seen the list. It's gonna be interesting to see. And I think they're gonna give people hell for sure. Let's see, Dutchtown's always been 5A, 6A. So not a surprise there. Let's hit the 5A, brother.
Bet. Let's hit 5A. All right. Winterboro, Warner Robins, Chattahoochee, Southwest DeKalb, Jonesboro, Villarica, Tucker, Dalton, Jackson, Atlanta, St. Pius, Statesboro, Mundies Mill, Harris County, Banneker, East Forsyth, Cambridge, Locust Grove, Forest Park, Cartersville, Union Grove, Perry, Alatoona, Hiram, Walnut Grove, Lithia Springs, Ola, Northview, Eastside, Centennial, Cross Keys, Jones County, Druid Hills, Ware County, Groves, Eagles Landing, Wayne County, Flowerly Branch, Norfolk County, Cedar Shoals, Woodland, Cartersville, BT, Mays, Madison County, Cass, LaGrange, Jenkins, Stars Mill, Richmond Academy, Central Carrollton, Lithonia, Griffin, MLK, Jefferson, Johnson, Gainesville, Cedartown, Whitewater, Central Macon, Douglas, Atlanta, Stockbridge, Stillwell Arts, Harlem, and Mary Persons.
Yeah, some schools bumped up. They dug Whitewater. Whitewater. Nothing too crazy there though. Nothing too crazy.
Jefferson's the big one. They're going from 3A this year to 5.
Yeah, it is a big one. Good call.
Jumping up too. Yeah, so that's a big one for me. Let me see. Stockbridge was 4, 5. It's not a big of a difference. Yeah, I would say that one. Definitely Jefferson jumping up. That's a big one for sure. Okay, so that's 5A. Let's keep rolling big. Let's go 4A. Clarkson, Cherokee Bluff, Southeast Whitfield, GAC, McDonough, Calhoun, Troup County, Stevenson, Howard, Liberty County, Westside Macon, Stone Mountain, Luella, Ridgeland, Westover, Woodland, Stockbridge, Benedictine. Interesting, they didn't move at all. Fayette County, Oconee County, Sandy Creek, Long County, Mount Zion, Jonesboro, East Hall, Westminster, North Springs, West Lawrence, Riverdale, Heritage Catoosa, Spalding, Doherty, Monroe, Chestatee, Monroe area, Dawson County, Kip, Adairsville, North Hall, Salem, Windsor Forest, Peach County, Shaw, Baldwin, Cairo, Bainbridge, Northwest Whitfield, Upson Lee, Hampton, Columbus, Gilmer, Southeast Bullock, Cross Creek, Hardaway, Spencer, East Jackson, Pickens, and White County, North Clayton, Carver, Atlanta, Lafayette, and New Hampstead. I think these ones are interesting right here. Carver moving up 2A to 4. What do you say?
I want to know what Columbus that is.
Where?
Go up a little more, just above Gilmer. So Hampton, Columbus, Gilmer, Upton Lee, go down. Got Bainbridge, Northwest.
Oh, regular Columbus. It'll say Carver.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, regular Columbus. But yeah, I think Carver, Atlanta being moving up 2 spots for sure is pretty big.
Nah, yeah, because they're usually
2A to 4
this year, right? Yeah,
2A to 4.
yes, yeah.
No, that's definitely big. 100%.
North Clay, yeah, for sure.
All right, let's keep rolling. Burke County, Koala Creek, Stevens County, Westside Augusta, Barrow Art Science Academy, Jordan, Hesbadiah, Schnorrville, Ringgold, Pike County, Lupton County, Miller Grove, Hart County, Hatefield Charter, Cedar Grove, Morgan County, Thurl, Sumter County, Hebron Christian, Carver, Columbus, there you go, Bacon, Reed, Marist. Oh, Marist goes down 2 classifications. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Carver, Columbus, and Marist. That's kind of wild. Pierce County, Cripps County, Hodgson, which is expected in 2027. So I guess they're going to have their own high school. Beach, Holy Innocents, Franklin County, Jackson, South Atlanta, Tatnall County, Appleton County, Islands, Butler, Lovett, Callaway, Rutland, North Cobb Christian, Brantley County, Toombs, Temple, Savannah Christian, Lord, Rockmart, Murray County, Cook, Lamar County, Thompson, Haralson County, Union County, Mount Vernon, Southwest, Johnson, Savannah, North Murray, Elbert County, Northeast Macon, Gordon Central, Wesleyan, Lakeview, Fort Oglethorpe, Washington County, Worth County, Kendrick, Putnam County, Columbia, Washington, and Jasper County. 3A is loaded.
Did you say Sandy Creek?
Sandy Creek is up. They're 4.
4.
They're 4A.
That's a dog ass. That's a dog ass lineup.
Yeah, man. 3A is crazy. Marist and Carver, Columbus. And you got Elbert County and Norfolk. That is insane, bro.
Putnam County, Columbia. Nah, you go. I'm just reading the bottom off.
It's crazy. All right, 2A. Fannin County, McNair, Laney, Utopian Academy, Calvary Day, Glen Hills, Fitzgerald, Social Circle, Berrien, Walker, Towers, Bremen, Banks County, Pace Academy, Mount Perrin Christian, Dodge County, Jeff Davis, DeKalb School of Arts, Vidalia, Paideia, Swainsboro, Fellowship Christian, Bleckley County, Thomasville, Chattooga, East Lawrence, Weber School, H Charter, Oglethorpe County, Trinity Christian, Woodville Tompkins, Coosa, Heard County, Twiggs County, Providence Christian, Galloway, Josie, Atlanta International, Commerce, Mount Pisgah, Dublin, Pepperell, Rabun County, Mount Bethel Christian, Macon County, Jefferson County, Darlington, Savannah, Whitefield Academy, Dalton Academy, St. Francis, Gordon Lee, Drew Charter, Armucci, Screven County, Mount Zion Carroll, Athens Academy, Dade County, Prince Avenue Christian, Kings Ridge, Bryan County, Metter, Lanier County, Brooks County, Landmark Christian, Eagles Landing Christian, Aquinas, Christian Heritage, W.D. Muhammad, Southwest Atlanta Christian, Ben Franklin, and Green Forest Christian. Ooh. It's a mouthful.
That makes better sense for those teams. You know what I mean? Competition wise.
I don't disagree. Fellas, we about to bring y'all on. Where was Milton? Was Milton? Okay, so Milton was 6A, Bacon.
Okay.
Milton,
Right. Well, right where we expect them to be, honestly.
Facts. All right, fellas, I'm about to bring y'all on, Julian and Mark. Let me just read this last one. Chattahoochee County, Early County, Irwin County, Bowden, Crawford County, Pelham, Charleston County, Atkinson County, Claxton, Seminole County, Schley County, Tryon. You got Greene County, Manchester, Georgia Military College, Marion County, Clinch County, Lincoln County, Telford County, Davidson Fine Arts, Coretta Scott King, Hawkinsville, Taylor County, Wilcox County, Washington Wilkes, McIntosh County Academy, Mitchell County, Lake Oconee Academy, Portal, Best Academy, Trutellen. I've never heard that name before. Trutellen, Emmanuel County Institute, Jenkins County, Johnson, Augusta, Dooley County, Macon County, Johnson County, Wilkinson County, Baconton County, Turner County, Wheeler County, Terrell County, Towns County, Montgomery County, Miller County, Petula Charter, Eccles County, Technical Career Magnet, Southwest Georgia STEM, Greenville, Randolph Clay, Atlanta Classical, Hancock Central, Glasscock County, Furlough Charter, Warren County, Central, Talbotton, Baker County, Calhoun County, Stewart County, Spring Creek Charter Academy, Quitman County, seeing so many counties, Lord, STEAM Academy, Savannah Classical Academy, Talia-Farrow County, Webster County, and Woody Gap. Lord. Mouthful to say, bro.
Thanks, bro.
All right, man. Let me bring on the fellas, man.
What's up, guys?
What up? What up?
The boys at the crab, like I said.
Yeah, we out today. We got some business to handle, but couldn't miss the show though. So.
All ready, Sprite?
Oh my God.
Water for you.
Bad for the audience. Thanks.
Do you have cups for you guys?
Not now.
Are you guys ready to order at all?
Not right now.
Yes, but then you guys
Not right now. Hey, but this might come to Citizen News.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Man, go and get your little cocktail, dog.
We'll get Marcus lit on the show, bro. All right, Mark, man. I'm gonna throw it your way, man, for your headline start out, man. Hopefully Bacon won't get copyrighted.
Hey, man, it is what it is at this point, bro. It's all good. It's all for the enjoyment of the people, man.
All right, Mark. Let me find your stuff. All right. Let's do that.
All right. So we got week 12 game headlines for the most part. Go to the next one pretty much. So, surprisingly, man, Langston, Creekside, Carver, Grayson, Buford, McEachern, and Sandy Creek, they finished 10-0. I think the panel kind of knew all these teams was going to go 10-0, but this is a real, true good start for these programs, and it actually shows, man, who's a good program in the city. You know, for these teams I cover over 105 schools. Out of these schools that got 10-0, that is pretty much remarkable.
Nobody didn't expect Carver to go 10-0.
That is facts.
I know. They can hear me on your computer.
All right, next one.
I was gonna say real quick. I don't think nobody expected McKeesha to go 10-0 either.
Yeah,
that's facts too.
Oh, okay. Oh my bad.
All right, I mean, it's time to respect Locust Grove for the most part, man. You know, even though they did lose to Stockbridge, you know, coming into this season, but we're talking about a team that went 3 years. They went 1-9, 1-9 3 years ago. The next season, they hired Coach E as the offensive coordinator. They went 5-5. Now they went, region winners, man. They pretty much beat not all the Henry County teams, but they kind of solidified, besides Stockbridge, for beating these teams, man. I think this team is going at a high level. Amar Parker, he was my Henry County MVP last year. He's splitting this year. I got 2 MVPs. Josh got in him. But for the most part, man, the defense is flying around. Bryce Robinson is doing a good job, man. Yeah, so this is the first region championship in school history. So they're doing a good job.
Nah, facts. Yeah, I think you got to give a lot of credit to Armand. You know what I mean? They got some talented receivers out there, too.
Yeah, they do, man.
But put us on game. How about the defense, bro? What you like about the defense so far?
So the defense, for the most part, they have trenches. They pretty much everybody on their D line has about P5 offers, and that's tremendous. You got MJ. MJ, he's one of the guys. Bryce as well. Linebacker Adams, he's doing a good job too as well. Javon Browser in the back, in the back end. They got a lot of people that can defend the run and the pass.
That's big. So I think they're gonna go a long way, man. I'm not sure they're gonna go to state, but I think they got a talented enough roster to definitely go the distance for sure.
They looking in a way that they can potentially see Creekside in the third round of the playoffs. So they can make a run for it. And they play Blessed Trinity this week. So which Blessed Trinity, Blessed Trinity.
They play Stock.
Say it again.
The Blessed Trinity plays Stockbridge.
Oh, so they play a private school, Westminster. But they play a private school. I do know coming into the playoffs. South Atlanta, first losing season since 2017. Fun fact, they had 3 head coaches between the span of 2017 and never had a losing season until now. They had Coach Brad Stevens, which he's at Chapel Hill. He never had a losing season. Michael Woodridge at Tri-Cities. He left South Atlanta for Pembroke. He has never had a losing season. Their second-year coach, Coach Franklin, his first year, he haven't had a losing season, but now he has a losing season his second year. So South Atlanta, they pretty much had a good, couple years having Bama, TJ Summerall, Ty Samore, which Ty
Brown.
Yeah, for the most part. So now they have a losing season. It's not looking good. They in the playoffs, but so losing season first time since 2017. Since Julian.
But it's real hard for them to, I guess, sustain that 500 because they suffering from gentrification. So like a school, we obviously see the talent gaps between 6A and 1A. And that's because their enrollment is higher. Got more kids to choose from. With them, their population, student population, is gonna keep going down over the years because prices are going up, people moving out, and the people who are moving into the school district, they don't have any kids. So it's kind of hard to sustain like what you had going on when you don't have the same guys. You can't compete at the same level. That's why you see them. They were at one point they were like 4A when the highest was 5A. Now they in 1A, and that's almost that goes for almost every Atlanta public school. So yeah, they're gonna continue to get worse and worse. It's not looking up South Atlanta.
And fun fact, their middle school feeder, Long Middle School, they had 4 straight APS middle school middle school championships, and now Long Middle School haven't made the state championship in the last 2 years. So, yeah.
Oh, and they play Centennial or Locust Grove, Mark.
Yep, Centennial. Yeah. Roswell, man. I think this Julian favorite new team coming into this year, man. A lot of people did not expect, for them to have a new coach, to come in this thing. Trey Smith always been a top 15 quarterback. To me, he's been a top 15 quarterback in the state of Georgia. How he can run and throw for the most part. This is a physical team. Man, they are contenders in 6A, man. Topping off Milton, then Gainesville, heavy hitters in 6A. You got to give this team props, man. Even though it's a 3-way tie, they got it done.
Yeah, with Roswell, I need to see more for them on defense. They can't stop the run. Defensive line, I don't know if they just giving it they all and they getting pummeled or just pushed around, but when I see them versus Gainesville and Milton, and those are the games that count because when you're trying to make a run for a state championship, you got to play the top teams. They just couldn't stop the run at all. They were getting bullied the whole game. Gainesville was pancaking the D-line and linebacker the entire game. So I need to see more from them on defense for them to actually be true contenders, in my opinion. Trey Smith is a dog. Wills Campbell is a dog. They got a Hill, his last name, number 7, the running back, number 2, the receiver. They got weapons on offense. The offense isn't an issue. They're putting up points. The defense can't stop other people from putting up points. So for them to be true contenders, start the run.
It's big. Glad I doubled down on Roswell against Milton, though.
All right, Signature. This is their first playoff berth. and since the school first opened. So shout out to Signature. They had to win this game versus Lanier to make the playoffs, man. Sad case. Lanier had a winning season and they ain't making the playoffs, but Signature, they got the win. They got it, and they will be in 7A next year. So I guess it's a good trend to start for them.
Yeah, man. Secondary's a program too. They just got into existence. To your point, Mark. So program that ain't been in establishment for maybe a couple of years, man. Maybe 4 or 5 years. So to see them even make a playoffs, like you said, is incredible for their team and for their community.
What county is that? Fulton?
No, Gwinnett.
Gwinnett. They got some money up there. They got some resources. They can do a lot more with the circumstances they're presented with. They got good parents. They got good student enrollment. So it's real high. They got a lot of people to choose from. A lot of trainers, a lot of good middle school and rec ball programs up there by them. So they can actually build a program. It's just gonna it's gonna depend on the innovativeness and the vision of the head coach and the staff.
Great point, Drew.
MLK, they went 9-1, best start since 2012. For the most part, man. I've been heavily on this team, 50-50, but for the most part, you got to shout out to Coach Kite, them getting it done, man. And especially, man, 9-1 on the east side, he's doing something really good, man. When it comes to it, so even though the teams that they play, they got it done, even though they lost to Creekside. But hey, 9-1, perfect season. Good job.
Yeah, I think MLK for them to be like a team that people take serious. They just got to get better. The team is not good to me. They went 9-1. That one loss was just so bad that it just erases all the wins. 69-0. No, you get in the playoffs. People not gonna take you serious. They're gonna be like, oh, they made the playoffs, but they ain't play nobody. That's how they're gonna look at it. And the playoff is an opportunity for them to prove themselves, to show people that they actually are good. But I think they ain't gonna prove themselves to nobody. I think they're gonna prove me right. They not a good team. They just don't play anybody. That's why they got 9-1 record. Yeah, what it is. But a lot of coaches gonna hear this and be mad. But playoffs. It's your time to go ahead and clip this and prove me wrong. I think y'all are first round exit team for real.
All right.
They play Hiram too. So
First round.
Howard's not as good as they usually are. I will say that.
Could be a shaky game, but this has to be transformation of the year. Griffin, you're talking about they got a first year coach, Coach Bernard Gertrum. He came from Best Academy in APS, all boys school in APS, so that is tough for the most part. And you talk about a team like Griffin. I could be wrong. Last year, I don't think they won a game, or did they went probably 1-9 or 0-10. Bacon, you probably know.
I'm about to double check. Yeah, I don't think they might have won one game. I'm about to double check it for you right now.
Yeah. So the thing is, for them to be second runner up in the region. That's outstanding, man. And with a whole new coaching staff, the offensive coordinator, Coach Owens, came from Dutchtown, so he knows how to win when it comes to it. So, it's just a perfect, they went full Dan Campbell on us, man. So, got to be transformation of the year.
I disagree with Marcus. I think transformation of the year should be Cedar Grove. Went from a consecutive state championship, showing up every time, almost every year. Beating the snot out of
everybody. They lost everybody. They lost their coach. They lost Devin Carter. They lost all their weapons. They lost everybody. No, I was saying they lost everybody, y'all. They lost their head coach. You know what I'm saying? They lost everybody. They lost Anthony Booker. They lost Devin Carter. They lost everybody.
Yeah.
But that's why they deserve transformation of the year.
I can't.
Nah, you make a good point.
It's gonna be interesting to see if they can beat Lithonia first round of the playoffs, though.
You're not being Lithonia. Come on, man. Put some respect on Lithonia, man. Coach Ted hear that. Coach Ted gonna look at you crazy, Bacon.
Nah, I said it's gonna be interesting. I didn't say it was gonna beat him. I said it's gonna be interesting to see. But I agree. I don't think they're gonna squeak past that thing. It'll be competitive.
You turn yours off.
Put some respect on Lithonia, Bacon.
I ain't disrespect them.
Okay, I can
Put some
hear
respect on Lithonia. Go ahead, Mark.
All right, so Campbell, they missed the playoffs, man. They only need to win. Pretty much, they only had to beat Paulding County to make the playoffs. But Coach Jeff Phillips just can't get it done. Campbell, they actually, man, they had two top players topping in stats and receiving and passing yards. They can't get it done. This actually was one of my teams that I actually had making the playoffs this year, but they didn't get it done, man. And they had a winning record. They had a winning record coming into this thing. So, yeah.
Nah, for sure. Campbell's they got a good middle school field team as well. Got a good couple guys in the 8th grade system. So this team should continue to progress. Grant, they can keep everything in house too, for sure.
Good point, too. All right, Grayson, I'm gonna go fast with this one. Grayson, I think they're going to state. They're looking for a state title, top ranked national team in the nation, and the best team in the state. They're looking for another state championship. Deuce Smith, as a starter, haven't lost as a starting quarterback, man. So they're Coach Bryant. They're going to state, man.
The real state championship is going to be when they play Carrollton. In the third, I think it's the third round.
They played for a state championship last year too, Jew, by the way.
You said what not?
They played for a state championship last year.
No, I'm saying, but yeah. So the third and fourth round, that's going to be the real state championship. Whoever they play in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, that's not the real state championship game. I don't care about that. The best two teams in the 6A are Carrollton and Grayson, hands down.
Yeah. All right, Bacon, man. The floor is yours. Sorry if I cut out early, man. I covered the Tech game, man. But always good to see y'all boys, man. And they gonna have y'all for the picks and everything. We'll take it over.
All right, G. Oh, shit, I got you, Mark. Was that the end of it?
No.
Nah, I got you. All right, boom.
All right. So we got a combine of 0 and 80 with these teams. Fun fact: I haven't heard anything on the coaching carousel on this. Only Union Grove, of course, Johns Creek doesn't have a coach right now. But it seems like all these other schools are going to keep their coaches for the most part. But yeah, this is pretty terrible. Speaking of Johns Creek, only scored 3 points for the whole season. Fayette County got a Clark alumni as their coach. He can't win. Drew gave up how many points? 91 points. Barkmart, they lost to Meadow Creek. They can't get it done. Tri-Cities made a coaching trade. They made a coaching trade with Pembroke. They can't get a win. Discovery, this is not good. Union Grove, they almost had it versus Locust Grove, but they can't win because they don't have enough skilled athletes. Munnis Mills, they're just terrible. So all these teams, they got to get it fixed next year. It doesn't even look bright for them next year because of the next classifications. So this is not good at all, man. And the thing is, I think we need better coaching, maybe better coaching. Some of these programs do. I can say that is one good coach out of this whole. Well, two, Coach Robinson at Charles Drew and Coach Bernard Williams, Julian ex-teammate. So it's just like, man, he's at Berkmar, Coach Bernard Williams. Those are the two really good coaches that actually have good backgrounds, man. But the rest, Coach Woodwich, yeah, I think he should stay at South Atlanta. But yeah, the rest, it's just a downfall, man.
Yeah, with these teams, you got to look at it too. A lot of this stuff got to do with circumstances. So you look at Berkmar, it don't matter who the head coach at Berkmar. Nick Saban coach over there. You're not going to win. A lot of your players are transferring out. The best players are going to the best teams in Gwinnett County. And if they live closer to the bottom of Gwinnett, they're going to the best teams in DeKalb County. So Berkmar is just that's dead. Their football program is dead. They'll never be good as long as the players keep transferring out. Charles Drew, I mean, after you lose 91-0, your season is over. I don't even know why you keep showing up at games. Like, bro, that loss decimated your camaraderie, your morale, the team's motivation, all of that. I'm surprised that the seniors are even showing up to practice to finish out the season. So I think the head coach needs to leave Charles Drew and go somewhere else. Union Grove, I don't know what happened there. They used to be a powerhouse, a very good booster club, a lot of resources to the program. I think that might be a coaching thing. If they get a new head coach, they can probably turn that program around. And then Giants Creek, I think if they get a new head coach, they can probably turn it around. Just like it's more than just damn, this team is sorry. Is it the head coach? Like, you got to look at the circumstances. Charles Drew and Berkmar can't really be changed. Union Grove and Giants Creek, in my opinion, can be changed. Union Grove has players in Henry County, and they have the parents that can pay for training. They got the Rec Ball, they got North Henry, they got all that stuff flowing into their program. You got Giants Creek, they got money. You can set something up there to where you got the kids training in elementary school and middle school. That way, when they come into high school, they got a head start in front of all the other kids in their class that they play against. In Fayette County, I think that's a done deal. I think it's really nothing that you can do to turn that program around. They had like 45 freshmen. They can't keep their best players. They transferring out. They don't want to be there. So I think the best thing that they can do is probably like go down to easier classification. Just play people that they know they can win against, because you got to get wins. That's how it is in today's landscape of high school football. The parents and the players, they chase wins. They don't care about being a star player. They don't care about exposure. They don't care about development. They just want to be on a winning team. So in trying to sell them on that type of stuff, the stuff that's actually important is a waste of time. They want wins, give them wins. Go ahead and win, and that's going to increase your retention. And when your retention increases and players stop transferring out, then you can actually make some work, get a 500 season, and then that's where you can start attracting the good players.
Yeah, I agree, especially about Fayette County, man. Talk to somebody who's close to the camp. I mean, coaches don't put as much into it. Players on the team don't work as hard as the other teams in Fayette County. So you get a couple DBs or a couple players always transferring to Sandy Creek or wherever else. So I mean, it's got to come down to getting the right head coach in that program. I agree.
And to top on that, Bacon, about having the perfect head coach, Money's Mills. They had the perfect head coach, Coach Earthwind Moreland. He turned that program around instantly. Now he's at McDonough, but if you get the right head coach, get the right staff that knows people around the community, that's how you can get the kids in. You know what I mean? And Money's Mills was a back-to-back playoff team when they had Coach Moreland, and look at them now. They were 0-20 in the last 2 years. You know what I mean? So right on that.
100%.
Yeah, a lot of these head coaches, where they mess up is they don't stack their staff. You need to get the most amount of people on your coaching staff as possible. Y'all care about quality of coach too much. Bro, it's high school football. Over 90% of the coaches are not good. But if you can have a staff of 20, you can get players in. You can get better development, because in practice, players are getting the attention that they need in order to get good. Because you only have a staff of 8 coaches. You got 60 to 70 players on the team. They're not noticing the mistakes in practice that are happening that need to be corrected because it's just too many kids. So if you can just get more coaches in there, the development will be better, and you can pull players in. Because that's how you pull players in. It's a group effort. And then it's the type of coach you hire. They try to look for guys with track records and resumes. No, stop that. Go get them young guys with no kids and no wives. They don't need to have no responsibilities, because the guys in their 20s, early, mid-20s, late 20s, they'll come in there and just do it for free just because they like it. So you can stack a whole bunch of them. They got that energy, that enthusiasm. If you're a good head coach, you can direct them. And you can direct all that energy, and you can actually make something good out of it, because you're going to have the effort. Like, it's hard to give your 100% effort and make something happen, but if you can take 20% of 18, 19 other coaches' effort, then you can really get the train with it. But a lot of coaches don't understand that. When I see look at the best teams and look how many coaches they got on their staff. When you go to Buford games, look how many coaches they got more coaches on their staff than teams. Some teams got players, literally. So I think coaches gotta do a better job of stacking the staff and then stacking the staff with the right folks, especially the younger guys and the younger guys who actually played football who were pretty good.
That's facts. Because oftentimes you see a lot of the old coaches, they get the young guys in who ain't head coaches, and they get like, man, why you doing all this? Why you giving the energy and the kind of just run them away?
I totally agree.
The great points, fellas. Let's move on.
All right, and last but not least, Johns Creek. They only scored 3 points versus Chattahoochee. They fired their head coach a couple days ago, so they're actually looking for a head coach, guys. They actually posted on their athletic page. So, guys, if you want to become a head coach at Johns Creek, feel free to apply. Go to Johns Creek Athletics on Instagram. They posted it. You can go check it out. But this team, man, I mean, they just need to be completely fixed. A good area. Johns Creek is a good area. You have a good booster club. I think the booster club made this decision, or with the athletic director, they need to make a change because not scoring a touchdown is completely terrible. You know what I mean? So it needs to be a change. And yeah.
Yeah, Johns Creek, they're doing a terrible job. I think that's just bad leadership, no vision, no plan. Just going about stuff the wrong way. I mean, you look at the school rating, I think it's like 8 or 9 out of 10. You got the resources. When I say resources, I'm talking about you got the money, you got the facilities, you got everything that you need. It's some stuff that I can't say because I would get them in trouble, but you can get the right people in to get the right people in. And you trying to get what I'm saying. And for them not to have, like, bro, 7-on-7, it's so easy for them to go 5-5. Pick 9 region teams, the worst teams you can find, beat up on them, stack your staff, get as many coaches you can, get in some good players, 7-on-7, get that development in the off season. I think that's just a bad job by the head coach. That was just a bad hire. Because Giants Creek used to be good. So you can't blame it on the area. You can't blame it on the kids.
They also in North Fulton, which 2 North Fulton coach. Well, in total 3 North Fulton coaches got fired this year. It's just North Fulton is only Milton, Roswell, that's getting it done for the most part. But they have to share their wealth with those, upcoming potential good schools. And it's hard to keep the players there because Roswell and Milton are winning, So, and you're not too far from Cambridge. So, yeah, it's just if they find a good coach that knows what to do, Johns Creek can't come back to life. And those are my headlines, man.
Just saying, what you got a breaking news report? This might be it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So North Springs, this is going to be their second head coach. Jeff Phillips left. And now this coach, he won't be here. This coach coached at Jones County as well. Man, it seems like, man, the kids I have never seen a fire like this because the kids were excited that he got fired. Usually when a coach gets fired, the kids feel some type of way, but they was actually rejoiced that he is not the coach there no more. So that says a lot to come into it. North Springs is a tough job to pretty much take for the most part. It's in North Fulton. But the thing is, a lot of coaches hit my phone up about this job today. They're interested in this job. So whoever applies for it, I keep you updated as much as possible. But yeah, so there you go.
Like I was saying, man, that's insider information from the one and only QB Marcus, brother. Do you have the one more. My bad.
Yeah. Coach, I don't know how to say it. Sean Cahill.
Yeah.
Funny thing. I walked in this restaurant. A kid went to Riverwood, and he didn't know he got fired. So which is kind of crazy. But the thing is, yes, Coach Cahill, he's no longer the head coach at Riverwood, and guys, Riverwood used to be a place to win. You know, I mean, good area too for the most part. But Coach Cahill is not going to be there this year no more. Coming into the job, first year coach too at Riverwood. The job was open last year. Yeah, I think they got tired of it. I think they got tired of it, man, because they lost to a 0-9 team. They lost to Pope. I think that's why they kind of like, hey man, it's time for a different change. It's time for a different look. They fired their defensive coordinator too. He's out of there, so they have to find a coach that understands the kids. Riverwood is about their athletics. You know, they will not like a losing mentality. You know, so Coach Cahill is out of there. I had a lot of news today on different coaching. I think this year would be the most coaching fires this year than last year. Coming into this next season. Plus the regions are changing, classifications are changing, so they're trying to find different guys that can win now within the next 3 years. But Riverwood is an interesting job to me. If someone can come in there and pretty much get it done, but yeah, Coach Cahill won't be the head coach next year.
I'm gonna say before we move on, man, for both of y'all, what like Mark just said, man, it's gonna be a lot of people coming in trying to get these new jobs. Do you really think it's gonna make a big difference? You know what I mean? Next year.
Say that again, Bacon.
Like you just said, there's gonna be a lot of firing potentially this offseason. So when you bring new coaches into a new program, do you think it's really gonna make a big difference? Taking schools from zero to contenders, especially where, you know what I'm saying, strength of schedule becoming more and more important.
Well, it depends. It depends on the situation and the admin, you know. But since the region are changing, and if you're going to be a first-year head coach, I think you maintain your job the first year. You know, just to get a feel of everything. It depends on the school that you go to. You know, but if I'm an athletic director and I'm just coming off of 1-9 or 0-10, and I'm trying to hire a new coach, hey, let's give him a try the first year to see, because the regions don't change until 2028. You know, and that's far from now. I mean, 2026 is next year, but you know, it's some time to grow, and relive. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, it depends on the situation. I'm hearing some other coaches that's currently in the playoffs want to leave their current jobs, so it's gonna be crazy. You know, for the most part, like I said, I have covered sports about 5 years. And I feel like this year, coming into Georgia, the Metro Atlanta, this would be the most coaching fires that I've ever seen. So, yeah, I think next year, give it some time. Give the coach some time the first year to see, because it's hard to rarely win. And we in a state that you must win now. It don't even matter if you at a military school. You have to win. So the departure for Coach Cahill, I feel like he's a good coach. I actually met him at Georgia Tech. He's a good coach, but he wasn't good at Riverwood. So,
I'm saying, man, before we move on to look at last week's picks, can you share any insight, if possible, are there any big fish coaches that could potentially be on the market to get new jobs?
I'm still waiting on a couple more. I don't want to mess up what they got going on currently, because they have to interview and stuff. So, for the teasers for expected, I do post them later in the season, but we just have to wait and see. But one thing I can say, I know for sure Westlake coach won't be there next year. I've been hearing some things. He won't be there next year. You know, I think they're going to move on. They play West Forsyth in the playoffs, so I think they're going to move on from him. That's just what I'm hearing, and I'm usually not wrong. So when it comes to it, so that's the biggest job that I pretty much heard, and they're going to be in 7A next year. I think their region going to be the same. Honestly, still going to play Douglas County and Carrollton for the most part. So I think they looking to retool and bring in a coach that can potentially win. So, and yeah, so I feel like who can get that job, you know, it's a lot of other guys. I don't know, maybe that can get that job, but they looking for a change at Westlake. So that's one thing I can say.
So 100%. But appreciate the insight as always, fam.
Mhm.
Right. So I'm saying we're gonna look at the rankings, you know what I mean, where we are at with the game picks. Jew is still in the lead, 58-26.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I think I'm in second, brother. You know what I'm saying? 51-32. I told you we come out of nowhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Being in last place, you might be doing something right. But Mark in third place, 50-33, and Naj. So Brendan selling 47-36. So Mark, you know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts, man? You think you're going to come back in second? You talked about second place a lot last week, brother.
One thing I can say about these playoffs, they are tricky. They are tricky. Coming into it, man. So me and Naj was neck to neck. Now we down. So I don't know why. But hey, it is what it is. It's high school football, like Darrell Steen said. So you just never know. You just never know. So.
100%, man. So we about to get into these South Georgia updates, but you got your thing pulled up. You want me to just read it off?
You can read it out because it's kind of hard to hear. So
all good, man. So middle and South Georgia updates, ladies and gentlemen. As we talked about at the beginning of the show, Lowndes lost to Valdosta 23-14. Lowndes threw incomplete. You know what I'm saying? Threw incomplete on fourth down. Jace Johnson struggled, but he did rush for 123 yards, 2 touchdowns, 18 carries, 4 for 14 last week, this past Friday for 60 yards with an interception. Mason Woods rushed for 57 yards on 11 carries. Next week they got Collinsville 6-4. We'll see. But if I was a betting man, I'd bet on Collinsville. But next we got Valdosta. Valdosta beat Lowndes. There's some players to know. Tyreek Wade, 14 of 20, 201 yards in the air, 3 touchdowns, and rushed for 56 yards. Valdosta's running game averaged 274 yards the entire game, but was limited. But star back Darion Foster and Marquez Fennell each had a touchdown receptions. So that's big for them. Next week, they got Decula 5-5. I think we all know we're going with BD Valdosta. Well, not next week, but after the week. So stay tuned for the picks next week as we do picks for the playoffs. Colquitt, they beat Richmond Hill 28-21. That's a big one. Projected to play in Mill Creek in the first round of the playoff. That's another interesting battle there. Lee County lost to Houston County 34-28. Lee County led 40. They led 487 yards or 436 yards in total yards, but was penalized 23 times for 214 yards.
23?
23 game. 23 times for 215 yards. That's tough, man. You gotta have your game tight this late in the season. They're gonna play a formidable opponent in Sprayberry. You know what I'm saying? When the playoff starts. So that's gonna be interesting to see, man. Sprayberries, they got a good quarterback. They got a lot of good skill guys. You know what I'm saying? Decent on the line of scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Mark could attest to that. So it's gonna be interesting to see if they hang or fall off. Got Houston County. We already talked about them beating Lee 34-28. That's big right there. Thomas County Central, a favorite in 5A this year. Beat Coffee 41-17 in a drubbing. Bruce Lawrence rushed for 126 yards, 2 TDs, and 19 carries. He also passed 14 for 20, 218, and 2 touchdowns. Thomas County Central led 346 to 299 yards in total offense. They'll see Woodstock, North Georgia team Woodstock 6-4 in the first round of the playoffs. Ware County, no update there. Peach County beat Monroe 42-34. Ashton Barton rushed for 117 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 13 carries. They're expecting to see Cherokee. They will see Cherokee Bluff in the first round of the playoffs. And we got the update for Class A Division 1. Worthy County, you know what I'm saying, better known on this show for Lyndon Worthy. Shout out to you, brother. Expected to play McNair next week, I believe, in the playoffs. And Heard County, man, a team that I'm high on, that I'm going to pick to make it the state. B. Pepperell, 47-28. Ethan Tisdale rushed for 87 yards and 4 touchdowns on 17 carries, 13 for 28. 278, man. You know what I mean? Real Haynes King light, but he can spin the football as well. Not to say Haynes King can't, because he definitely can, because he's obviously on the Heisman watch. But Brady Bud Cofield had 7 receptions for 175 yards and a touchdown. Antonio Heath, 8 solo tackles and 3 TFLs. 3 TFLs. The game was for the Region 6 championship. They will play East Lawrence, first round of the playoff. Toombs County beat Savannah Christian 15-24. Man, really missing those edge rushers. Toombs County trailed 10-0, but scored the game's next 31 points. Justin Powell rushed for almost 200 yards, 177 yards on 3 touchdowns on 15 carries, and had 2 sacks on defense. Shout out to you, brother, for doing your thing. They will play Temple next week. And last 2 schools on the docket, Swainsboro off next week, but they will play Macon County first round of the playoffs. Northeast Macon beat East Lawrence 29-8. Jordan Wiggins 10 for 21, passing yards 149, 2 tuggies in the air. Taylon Sampson 72 yards on the ground. Northeast led 205 yards, 192 yards total yards versus East Lawrence. This is North Macon. If you didn't hear me correctly. And Maurice Wilson intercepted 2 passes. And they'll play Fannin County for the first round of the playoffs. Not this week, but next week, ladies and gentlemen. Those are your Mid and South Georgia updates. Brought to you by the Nestle News Podcast. So, brother, you know what I'm saying? Last but not least, we got top performers, brother. So I'm gonna throw it back to you, man. Who were your top performers from this past week?
So, going into this thing, man, my top performers from it. Let me pop it up right here on my phone, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. All right. So my top performers for this week, I gotta shout out to Janarius Bonner, the running back at Douglas County, man. He came in and he had a rushing touchdown, man. So shout out to him for the most part for getting that. My second one, Fat Boy Wiggins. Fat Boy Wiggins had 143 yards with 2 rushing touchdowns, man. So shout out to Fat Boy, man. They got the huge region championship over Lovejoy to pretty much solidify that. And one thing I gotta say, man, shout out to Trey Smith. Trey Smith had 184 rushing yards. 184 rushing yards for the win. And guess how many touchdowns he had? He had 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. So shout out to Trey Smith for getting it done, man. And he's a region champ. We get on.
No doubt for sure, man. What you got, you?
I got mine. Woo, man. So I got Ace Harrison for McIntosh. He had 2 picks, 1 PBU, 1 forced fumble with 3 tackles. Got Nick Daniels for Risewell. He had another crazy PBU game. He had 4 tackles and 4 pass breakups. That's the 6'3" cornerback out of Risewell. He just visited Troy over the weekend, and he has another visit that he got invited to this Thursday at South Florida. He's blowing up in the recruiting world behind the scenes. So after that second signing day, you're going to see a bunch of office film. Then Deion Moore down at Toombs County. I think they got the best secondary in the entire 1A, Division 1 and 2. And I think they're going to steamroll everybody on their way to the state championship. And it's going to be them in Worth County. So Deion Moore, he had 3 PBUs and 5 tackles. Then one that a lot of people not going to see coming, Yusuf Muhammad out of Mundy's Mill High School. He's a cornerback, and he's not bad. He's actually good. He's just on the worst team that you could possibly think of other than Drew. He had 2 picks, 3 PBUs, and 5 tackles. He's a 6'1", 165 corner. He can blow up in recruiting too.
Class of 27 too.
Yeah, he class of 27. He has the foundational athleticism to be really, really good and to dominate at high school level. You just got to get him with the right trainer and or coach and get him away from Mundy's Mill as far as way possible and as fast as possible.
100%, man.
Mundy's Mill is horrible. I just want everybody to know that.
100%. And I must say, man, I gotta go JT Austin, top performer of the week overall for me. You know what I'm saying? 4 sacks versus Troup County. I talked about it earlier on the show. 5 TFLs. That's a big time. And we gotta keep.
And he just got the offer from Florida State.
Just got the offer from Florida State a couple hours ago.
No, like probably like a day or two ago. So that's his first Power 4 offer.
Shout out JT. Appreciate the update, brother. You know what I mean? Shout out JT. Shout out Santa Cruz program. Jalen Britt, 8 catches, 83 yards, 1 touchdown versus McIntosh. And he broke the single season receptions record at Newton High School for 85 and counting. The season is still going on. They are in the playoffs. And last but not least, man, I got to go J.J. Winston. 9 receptions, 206 yards, 3 touchdowns versus Kennesaw Mountain. J.J. Winston goes wrong, I believe, still locked in with Georgia Tech as of late. And one more for the heck of it, man. Caden Benson, 16 of 18 passes, 211 yards, and 7 touchdowns. I'm saying that again for people who didn't hear. 7 touchdowns, 16 for 18, and 211 yards.
I know somebody daddy happy.
Man, we know it, but it's going to end of the year, man. He gotta talk about him on the show more, Alex. We need to plug CB a lot more often, for sure.
Hey, I'm surprised Allen's not gonna put him as the B2C player of the week. He try to remain modest and humble. Fuck that. That's my son. I'm putting his ass up there. 7 touchdowns. So stupid.
And we selling t-shirts, man. I think you got some DBs that you posted this week on your page?
They gonna go up probably like at. I ain't posted them yet. It's probably gonna go up at like 8:15. It's scheduled.
All right, for sure. All good, man. And I gotta ask you about, since you the DB, man. I know this is a safety, but we did have. Let me get his name correct. Amari Dorsey. You know what I'm saying? He committed this past Saturday for the Texas A&M. I know you look at DBs real close on the film. So just what's your thoughts about his game?
I think he committed too early. He hasn't even got recruited yet. You don't even know what the real recruiting process is like yet. So it's gonna be an awkward conversation when he has to come back to the Texas A&M coaches. He's like, look, man, that commitment. I know I said I was committed. I ain't really know the definition of the word. You know what I'm saying? So that's my bad. So after this first signing day in December, coach is gonna be like relieved. There's no more flipping and all that stuff. A lot of that stuff not gonna happen anymore. You're gonna sign your first set of guys. Then that second signing day in February. When you dealing with them guys who signed their second day, you don't got to worry about no flipping with them. If they say they committed because they ain't got nowhere else to go. So after they sign that, that's when they're going to be full-fledged. All effort, time, money is going to be spent on that 2027 class. Kamari and his family is about to get bombarded with coaches texting and calling every single day. They might give him, I can see them giving him $2,500 just to show up to campus. He hasn't. I think he committed too early, and then they're gonna try to say, well, I hope his folks are listening to this. If you go on an official visit somewhere else, we're not gonna hold your spot. It's a bluff. They're gonna hold your spot, and if they don't hold your spot, they tell you how much they prioritize you because they hold the spots for other people. Aaron Gregory can go wherever you want. You think they're gonna be like, we ain't gonna hold your spot? Absolutely not. Hey, Aaron, you can go anywhere you want. We just pray to God that after you get done with them visits that you come back here. Boise State with Red, they let him go anywhere. They know they locked in. Red just using these people for a free vacation, and I let them know that, and they still bring them on. Boise State
they break bread too. They break bread for not just Red or anybody. For like, if you commit, you go to OV, you still break bread.
You got a table over there. Y'all been here?
Yeah, we had a show.
Oh, y'all still on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he recruited too early. But yeah, they gonna be on him like flies on shit.
Nah, for sure. He is the number one safety in the class 2027. So we did have another. Speaking of Texas A&M, they did have a decommitment. Jordan Carter, man. Anybody got an update on that?
And where he decommitted from?
Texas A&M.
Okay.
I'm just saying, man. So it's gonna be interesting to see where it goes, man. Don't know too much. Reached out to him. Didn't hear anything about it, so we'll see. But you know what I'm saying? I do want to talk about, because we didn't talk about the game, Carrollton versus Douglas County. That was probably the biggest game this past week. Douglas County kind of struggled, you know what I mean? A lot of self-inflicted penalties, late hits, things like that. Looked better in the second half, but if you saw the first half of the game, it was like, yeah, this is what we expect.
Y'all watched the whole game, and Douglas County, we've been saying the same thing for 2 years. They can't stop the run. When is that going to change? Never. Never going to change. No matter who you get in the school, no matter how many stars they got, no matter their size and height, it's not a player issue. Because if you got the stars, you got the height, you got all these offers, all the size, you still can't stop them. It must not be the players. You've been having the same issues for 2 years. Hey, I ain't saying it's the coaches. It's the damn coaches. It's their fault. So, yeah, they're not a contender for the state championship. They're going to, stat pad, Michael Johnson. Bro, Michael Johnson is one of the most – he might be the most talented quarterback in all of Georgia right now. Extremely talented. I love watching him play. They can't get anything going with him. And that's – I mean, you can't get nothing going with him then. I mean, shit, you can't get nothing going with anybody. But they just couldn't stop the run, bro. And I knew they were going to lose. It was going to be a coaching thing. I put it on Twitter probably about 6 or 7 hours before the game. So, yeah, Carrollton and Grayson, those are the two top teams in Georgia. Well, the two top teams in 6A, in my opinion.
Let me see what we got. So, you got anything to add to that, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I just feel like it has to come down to the coaching. Who you hire, not that who you hire, to solidify these players. But I mean, we talked about it nonstop. Now they're more leaning towards the pass. I think the passing game is clicking just a little bit, but they just have to find a marriage between the run and the pass and using Mike Johnson legs to kind of bail you out, if you get what I'm saying. But defense is just horrible, and I said that, coming into when I first debuted on this podcast, I said, can this defense can't stop anybody. They gave up multiple points, to highly ranked teams. You know what I mean? And when they played, lesser ranked teams, the lesser ranked teams only scored one touchdown. You know what I mean? So the thing is, man, I don't know. They will not win state this year. The team has too many seniors. They have to rebuild for the most part. You got to find a quarterback again next year. The offensive line got to regain. Defense is the secondary is pretty much going to be gone besides Adrian Jackson. But the thing is, man, they got a lot to regroup, man. But for them to win, it has to be now. They have to win now. We sat here and said they was going to lose to Buford and Carrollton. That's what we stated, and you can rewatch all the shows. That's what we said, because the team is just not physical enough. They're not physical enough. They don't know what to do. They just, I don't know, man. Hopefully they can get it done. They'll see Buford again. They will lose to Buford. In the second round. So.
Yeah. Okay, so we assuming they're gonna get past North Cobb.
You said what?
I said so they're gonna beat Lambert, and they're gonna play North Cobb in the second round. Assuming they
Douglas County gonna play North Cobb in the second round?
Yeah, if they beat.
It's gonna be a good game. I don't know who's gonna win that.
I gotta give it to Douglas County. They'll lose to Buford once they see Buford, because they pretty much on the same side. I don't know. I mean, North Cobb just have too many. They just been inconsistent sometimes. Lambert, they barely made the playoffs, man. So they'll be fine the first two games, But the Buford game is going to be the telltale.
100%. We do have a comment. Let me pull it up. This one's for you, Drew. Lovejoy over Rome. What you got?
Lovejoy or Rome? Rome. Hello.
You just asked about a Clayton County team winning a football game. Are you crazy? You must not know. Hey, Mr. D. Gilbert. Mr. D. Gilbert. You must not. This is a boy or girl?
It's a boy, man.
Mr. D. Gilbert. You must not know about Clayton County football. This is some of the worst brand of football. For who?
For Lovejoy.
So you've been to the games.
Man, crazy.
Hold on. His son is the quarterback.
It has to be. It has to be.
Don't tell me
lefty boy.
Don't tell me you've been to Clayton County football. You've been to the games and you asking if they gonna win against somebody who actually did. Come on, man. You know the question. You know the answer to that question. You just want to see me say that Clayton County football is horrible. That's what it is. You want a good laugh. That's what it is. Rome by fucking 21. Yeah, 28. Rome by 28.
They only scored 14 points versus Northfield.
I take Rome by 28. They're gonna run the ball down their throat, throw it all over them. They really do whatever they want. I said Langston by 28. I wanted to say 35. They ended up scoring 35. They mess around and let Lovejoy score. I don't know how that happened, but they won by 28. So I won my spread.
Any sleepers in 6A? Not 6A. I'm sorry, 5A. My bad. Any sleepers in 5A?
No.
Who
Thomas
shot all
County
the way?
Central, Langston, they on top. Then you got the super region of Roswell, Gainesville, and what's the other? Milton. If anybody is sleeper, I think it's Gainesville. I mean, they're really, yeah. I mean, people just looking at Langston and Thomas County Central, Gainesville can beat both of those teams. They have the talent. They have the
Don't
coaching
sleep on
staff.
Houston now. Don't
Facts.
sleep on Houston County. They beat Lee County. So
Lee County ain't nobody. So
all right.
you don't even know Lee County first name. Their last name is Lee. What the first name? You think so? You don't know. They ain't nobody. So
stupid.
What's the name, bro? Gainesville. I don't. Oh my God, Gainesville. That's one of the most talented teams I've seen. Their offensive line is one of the maybe the most physical offensive line in Georgia. They got a great coach. They have a great quarterback. I think they can put it together and upset either TCC or Langston. I don't know what side of the bracket they're on. I ain't really looked at it.
I think they gotta put a little more on Kareem sometimes. But this is me.
We beat number one. See, I don't know what number one seed in Clayton County. They don't mean nothing. Who they beat?
Yeah, who y'all beat, brother?
All they wins against losing teams. Except who? Did they beat Northgate?
Did they beat Newman?
Did they beat Newman?
Austin Noonan. They beat Northgate.
Man, y'all, bro, Lovejoy is about to get slaughtered. Please don't say we. Do not associate themselves. Say them. They beat number one team. Wherever you went to high school, hey, don't affiliate yourself with no Clayton County team.
Somebody pull up
Who did
this.
they beat? Lovejoy, wait, you talking about 20 years ago?
I think I know who you're talking about. It's just not.
It can't be more.
It's about a couple years ago, maybe. Effingham. Yeah, I remember. Yep, the quarterback was Stephon Craig. I remember that. Yep, I remember that.
The dude, he laughing. He laughed. Effingham. He laughing. He don't even know where that's at.
Yeah, I remember that. Stephen Craig. Yeah.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. That's not even the same team. The boys who starting out as seniors, they were freshmen.
Yeah. So
It's tough. So let's see. Gainesville's on Langston's side. Langston
has a tough side, man.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, Sprayberry.
Sprayberry losing in the first round.
Who they play?
Lee County.
Yeah. I think that'd be a good game.
What city team could beat a county schools? Come on, man.
And
The bottom team's home, right?
They got the top player in the country.
Ain't Kell played Lee County?
Say it again. Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
they play Lowndes.
They play Lowndes. Okay. Anyway, but Sprayberry not. They're not winning that game.
Yeah.
They're gonna get a real taste of football once they play Lee County.
That's bad. We do got IG question. What about Harlem and 3A? Not too familiar with Harlem.
Said North Hall?
Nah, Harlem.
Harlem.
Yeah.
Don't ask us no questions about no damn Harlem. You not. No.
That's right. I haven't heard of Harlem all year. Now my son was in 10th grade.
Okay. So you saw. Okay. So you've been seeing Clayton County is bad for a long time. You still ask that question. Gotcha. Yeah, they gonna get Lovejoy gonna get stopped, man. I got them losing by 28 points. Who they play again? I don't know who they play. They're gonna lose by at least 28.
Lovejoy?
Yeah.
They play Rome.
Oh yeah. 28 point loss.
Oh,
That's a bad, man.
in Bush.
What type of game coming on right now? It's Monday Night Football?
Yeah.
No, Lovejoy ain't playing. Do they even play the national anthem at they school,
man?
Or they just play
Whitney Houston version?
No, they play Nucky You Buck.
I ain't like you wild for Whitney Houston version.
They play Nucky You Buck in the place of the national anthem.
You know, Lakewood do that.
Hey, take your hats off.
Yeah, they play the Whitney Houston version.
That's an APS. They play take your hats off, put your hand over your chest. Look, if you buck, look, you buck. What is going on?
So stupid.
Bye, man. So we got one. We'll do one more comment.
But yeah, next show we will be at Magic City. So that's what so we'll be at Magic City for everybody.
Mm-hmm. But it's gonna be during the day. We're gonna tell them to turn the music down.
Let's see. We got one more QB. Do you think Westlake will hire Cam Newton? Ain't no way, gang.
No, Cam Newton is not trying to coach no damn high school.
No.
That man don't want to commit that much. That man has 9 kids and like what 4 baby mamas. He's not trying to commit no more time to doing anything. That's why he coached 707 because he don't really got to do nothing.
Yeah.
And then he just wait till the team good and then he step in to coach.
Good question. That wouldn't happen. It won't happen until probably Cam Newton, probably in his 50s maybe, or when he get older maybe. I don't know. But
yeah, I think one of his kids would have to be zoned to play at Westlake for him to get involved.
Yeah. But Westlake coach, it could be somebody's son that plays on Westlake could be potentially the coach. I don't know. Maybe we shall see.
Did they fire the Westlake coach already?
They will fire him.
Yeah, they campaigning to fire you if you watching this. So I ain't telling you something that you don't know. Hey man, watch your back.
Right.
I don't think you that. I don't know why they campaigning to fire you. I never seen you before.
Let's see. Griffin.
Hard too, bro.
Man, I don't think Griffin's gonna get past.
I was watching the game on stream.
Let's see.
NFHS. I heard some drunk dude just yelling out. I'm gonna get y'all out of here. Whoa. Not on the stream.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get past Latonia, fam. They're not gonna sneak these guys around.
Because they be sitting up top. The parents be sitting up top.
Yeah, they got to put that on mute. I just be tuning in and watch the game, see what they gonna say. I don't even be looking at the games.
Nah, it be getting wild when they say about the camera. You hear anything up there saying about the camera, listen to it on the TV cast for sure. But man, fellas, any last thing, any last remarks, you know what I'm saying? Unless I want to stay on, we'll talk to McCutcheon Coach Trey.
I'm the biggest hater of Clayton County football. Proudly, I embrace that. Y'all can clip and make as much videos as y'all want to about me. I love it. Keep making them. Make more and make better quality ones, actually. And send them to me because I repost them. I'm never going to stop being a Clayton County football hater. All right? That's all I got to say.
And, yeah, for the most part, this is the best time of the year for me because I get a lot of news. So I'll keep y'all updated with coaching hires, coaching firings, just breaking news and transferring regions, classifications. So I get all that around this time in. And, so, guys, I had two firing coaches today. Other coaches want the job, so phone been buzzing today about news that I really don't care about, but I just like to tell y'all. So, but that's pretty much it, though, man.
100%, man. Appreciate y'all, man, for bringing the energy. Y'all enjoy yourself. Looks like y'all talk all Matt, man. Y'all have fun, man. I'll stay out the way, man.
Yeah, hopefully Alex Benson walk through the door and pay for our. That's not Alex right there. We need to call him. We need to pay for this food. We'll see you later, brother.
All right, but y'all be easy, man. Peace.
All right.
All right, man. There you have it, man. That's the guys, man. You know what I'm saying? The classic duo of QB Marcus and DB Coach Drew, man. You know, now just handling this business. Hopefully, brother Tony. Hopefully, you know, so I did a solid job, brother. Y'all let me know in the comments. Still stay active in the comments because we're bringing on a Westlake legend. We just talked about Westlake, unfortunately. But we're bringing on a Westlake legend, DB Coach at McKeach right now, Coach Trey. What's going on, brother?
What's up, dog? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Appreciate you coming on, brother. You know what I'm saying? You look like, you know what I'm saying, like you just got in cozy, but got the heat coming in, feeling comfortable. Fresh retwist.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me, man. Should be having Battle and Nash come on here a little soon. But thank you for having me, man. Excited to be on the show tonight. Just got done with a good Monday practice, getting ready for Walton. You know what I'm saying? So we excited for that.
100%, man. Monday. Decided to work this Monday. I know some schools probably did Mondays off, man. What was the process behind working on this Monday?
Just cleaning up a few things that we had some problems with last game. It wasn't really much problems. We had a pretty big win over Osborne, 78-7. But just cleaning up those small little details that we had, and also just getting the reintroduction into Walton since we seen them the first week already. So just seeing what they do, what they've changed up since the first time playing them. So
100%. I think Kaden just came in. Tapping in. What's going on, brother? You smooth?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking to Coach. You talking about I had Monday practice. You know what I'm saying? Want to tighten some things down, man. So from your vantage point, brother, how was practice today? What did you get better at today?
Today was good, and we just really going over what we're gonna be seeing next week, and we're just hoping to have a good game next week.
100%, man. I want to provide some context to the people, man. I went to McEachin. Went to McEachin 2 weeks ago with my boy Reggie, man. If you don't know Reggie, you need to tap in with him on Twitter. And Coach was like, man, bait, you know what I mean? You got to show McEachin some more love, man. So I apologize, you know what I'm saying? I'm bringing the guys on, man, to give them a platform, give them some more love, man. So like I said, if y'all got any questions, you know what I'm saying? We got over 200 in the chat today, man. If you got any question, man, for McEachin, man, definitely get at him, brother. So now, I'm gonna go ahead and throw y'all in the fire, man. I think I talked to y'all. I said the same thing when I was up there, man. A lot of y'all, a lot of these spectators, the people who watch y'all, man. There's questions about, man. McEachin be successful in the playoffs, and I'll bring up the bracket here in a second. When the passing game not being as potent, you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna come to you first, Coach. You know what I'm saying, what would you say to that?
I mean, with the pass game being how it is, I think we make up for a lot in the run game. I'm not even sure, but I think we got 3+ games this year where we rushed over 200 to 300 yards or something like that. So we're doing a really good job with Henry pulling in the backfield, and JJ and Ty Nolan and those guys back there toting that thing, and also the quarterback Calvin Pittman does a good job. You know what I'm saying, running that thing. And we also had a mindset of we want to we want to kind of we want the quarterback to kind of feel the game as he feels it. You know what I'm saying? So if we need to pass the ball, however many times we need to pass it, as long as they good completions and good attempts, right? We good with that. I mean, it's been working for us all year. I mean, we 10-0. And we have struggled a little bit in the passing game, some games, but like I said, our running game always makes up for it. So
100%, man. And for you, Kaden, man, the defense has been electric. You know what I'm saying? It's no secret, man. Secondary being a main focal point for that. I know y'all got Tennessee commit, I believe, number one on the defense line is that's swallowing up everything up front. But from your perspective, man, you know what I'm saying, just why can this defense, you know what I mean, be a main reason why, you know what I'm saying, y'all gonna see Valdosta. We're gonna put that on the line, man. Why is this defense the main reason why y'all gonna push past Valdosta and be serious contenders for the state championship?
I really believe that we really have one of the best D lines and linebacker group in the nation, and then with the secondary, you can't really with our D line being so good, you're forced to pass the ball, and our secondary is really good, and that's why I think the defense is really good this year.
So what about, you know what I'm saying, got some new pieces. Obviously Casey moved in moved in last the beginning of the off season, you know what I mean? But y'all gelled together real quickly, you know what I mean? I'm saying, why is that?
We know we both really good. We know we can really just trust each other, and we know I got his back, he got my back, so that's how it just go.
100%, man. And then for you, brother, you only got maybe 2 or 3 catches under 50 yards, man. You know what I'm saying? Leading the team in pass deflection, man. What's going on with you, brother? You know what I'm saying? How did this come about, man?
Man, it's just start from the off season, working with Coach Trey every day. Really just putting that extra work whenever I can, and just really just paying off right now.
100%. And then Coach, you know what I mean? DB guru, one of the best in the state. Played at Michigan State. You know, you've seen a lot of DBs, trained a lot of DBs, man. What's different about Caden when you train him?
So the thing about Caden, man, you got Caden over there standing at 5'11", probably 5'11 and a half, 170. So decent size, right? He's a very good technician, right? So he always knows what he's supposed to be, where his feet's supposed to be, where his eyes supposed to be, where his hands supposed to be, where he's supposed to be in terms of the receiver. He's supposed to be on top. He's supposed to be underneath, or you know what I'm saying? So he's always where he's supposed to be. Very football savvy, good football IQ. And like I said, a great technician. And that's gonna take him a long way, as he get to the next level and hopefully the NFL one day.
Let me see. Was he better than you when you were in high school?
Most
Definitely.
definitely, most definitely.
Definitely. And I don't, I don't have an ego. I don't have a problem with saying that. I think technically, yeah, he was definitely a better player than me, a better corner than me for sure. But in high school, I played safety, I played nickel. You know what I'm saying? Did a little kick return.
Yeah,
So I had a little bit more under my belt. But at corner, definitely way more technically sound than I was. You got to think about it. My first 2 years at Westlake, I played basically outside linebacker. So I probably racked up over 100 and some tackles, just coming off the edge and just tackling, right? So I didn't really get the technique part until like my junior, my senior year. You know what I'm saying? So definitely like miles ahead of me in the sense of technique.
100%. And football was different back then. I mean, football is still football now, but back then it was a little more. You know what I mean? A little more. It's a little more gangster, for lack of better words,
Yeah,
man. So,
yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah.
what was I'm saying? What would you say is the biggest difference? You know what I'm saying? Back in the day to playing DB now with the rule change.
Um, Way more of a passing lead. I think in terms of high school, Georgia high school football. Like when I was in high school, some of these teams like East Coweta and Etowah and stuff like that, those guys were like wing T teams. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? You don't really see that a little too much no more unless you're talking about like a South Georgia team, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But definitely way more of a passing lead nowadays.
Nah, 100%, man. I gotta ask y'all too before I get into some questions. Um, I faced a lot of potent offense. Y'all faced Hillgrove, Pepper Brooks, always athletic Harrison, Donovan Martin. Number 2 quarterback 2027. I mean, just how we are able just to stifle these offenses like that. You know what I'm saying? What's like the talk in the film room as much as y'all can share. You know what I'm saying that we're gonna go in. We know these teams are talented, but we gotta do our job and stifle these offenses.
Right. I think going into the game, each game, we have goals as a defense. You know what I'm saying? And um, every level, we talking about the D line, the linebackers, and the secondary. We all on the same page with those goals every week. You know what I'm saying? And just in our room or the DB room, we're looking to get a couple turnovers every game and flat out shut the competition down. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we focus on and throughout the week. We practice it. We don't just practice our plays, our coverages in practice. We practice dominating the scout team, dominating the offense when we get a chance to do so. Um, just so when we get in the playoffs and we face those better opponents, we ready and we prepared for it. So
Ready and prepared for it. That's what it's all about. And Kaden, man, what do you feel like this team has to prove? I know we talked about the offense, but like I'm saying, if you personally, you talking to the DBs, I'm saying being in the locker room, what's the talk in the locker room? What does this team really have to prove on this state championship run?
I feel like we really don't have to prove anything because we know what we're capable of doing, and just we know it's that time of the year that we got to keep pushing and fight through adversity right now. So we're just looking to go deep in the playoffs.
So we'll talk about that switch, man. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I came and saw you last week, you know what I'm saying, or 2 weeks ago now. Real chill, you know what I'm saying? Even right now, you know what I'm saying, chilling. You know what I mean? But what's that? Talk about that switch that you flipped. You know what I mean? When the lights come on and you gotta make that play, man.
On the field, just be where I'm at, supposed to be on the field. Make plays whenever they come to me, and just again, just being able to trust my teammates to be there to help me too.
Trusting the teammates. You got a lot of, like we already talked about, the DB room is talented for both of y'all, man. Who y'all say is the most talented? You know what I'm saying? You, Casey, you know what I'm saying, Nash, you know what I mean? Or somebody else who y'all like?
I mean, as a coach, me personally,
Yeah.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that question, and I'm gonna just say, I mean, I have to because, like
Yeah.
you said, man, you got 5-star Casey Barner back there. You got Jakai Hackney, and
Yeah.
Jakai Hackney is really good with. That's our senior safety. He basically calls the defense for us, or the coverages, and gets everybody lined up. And then you got the two guys on the outside, Battle and Nash, press corner guys who pretty much take the number one receivers out of the game. And then, we have a really good nickel in Nazir Banks. on the inside who was really capable of making plays and filling the run and also playing man coverage. So it's really hard. I mean, all of those guys are really good technically. They understand the game, IQ wise, and they all play super fast and play like they hungry to accomplish something. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's hard. I know Battle probably gonna say himself, but I can't pick. I ain't gonna get into that.
Let me say, you ain't gotta say nothing to me. I know he's a little hesitant, so I ain't, I know you got to go to the locker room tomorrow, man. So I'm gonna let you slide, brother. For sure, man. But we are here the names, man. We are here the names, Carrollton. You know what I mean? We hear the names, Grayson. Obviously, if we watched the show earlier, we think that those are going to be the two teams. Well, those are the best two teams in 6A right now. But when you hear those two names, man, just what goes through your mind?
For me personally, what I'm preaching to my guys, and I'm sure all the other coaches on the staff probably gonna be telling, they tell they players the same thing week in and week out, but we don't really care who in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't care what the name is, we don't care who the opponent is, we don't care what they did last year, what they did this year. Like we don't really care, and I'm not saying like we don't care, like we're not worried about them or nothing, but you know each week we go in and we worrying about us. You know what I'm saying? What can we do to make sure we successful? What do we have to stop to make sure we successful? You know what I'm saying? We just gonna make sure that we on our game and we feel like we talented enough to play with those guys. You know what I'm saying? With all of those guys, anybody in 6A. So it's just that mindset, having that mindset of just us. It's us versus us. We ain't worried about nobody else.
100%. What you think, Aiden?
Just like he was saying, like we don't really care about the big names and stuff. We just know at the end of the day, we all just got to play our part, and that's basically like just what it is.
Okay. So very in-house, you know what I mean? Obviously, you know what I'm saying, you gotta preach your confidence in-house. That's the best thing. But early on in the season, let's go to the Harrison game. Not Harrison, I'm sorry, the Marietta game. Closest game on the schedule, 16-13, man. Just for both of y'all, man. Starting with you, Kaden. Why was this game so close? And man, what did y'all learn about this team having to win a tight game, you know what I'm saying, early on in the season?
So first of all, it was a rival game, so we knew what this game was probably gonna be like, and offense offense was a little slow in the first half, and defense we just knew we just had to keep playing, and we knew eventually if we kept playing good, would eventually get the offense going, and we ended up getting a clutch stop at the end of the game. We ended up scoring, and we ended up stopping and winning the game.
For you, Coach.
I mean, yeah, Marietta was a close game, and I think they have a receiver over there who probably was our toughest matchup this year on the outsides. I can't think of his name, but number 8 from Marietta, really really good receiver. I think he's a 27 kid. Um,
Green.
Battle pretty much had him most of the game, and they targeted Battle about 9 times. He only gave up 1 catch for 3 yards, had 5 passes defended, a PBU, 3 tackles. You know what I'm saying? So Battle had a really good game against Marietta. Um, I think that was our toughest game, but I think it was necessary because we haven't really had a lot of close games this season. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was necessary trying to figure out a way to win in every type of situation that we may be in. So
100%. So, Coach, for you again, man, just when did y'all know that this team was special? You know what I'm saying? Was it during the off season? Was it after the first week? You know what I'm saying? When did y'all know y'all had something special?
for me personally, I would say after the Walton game, the first game of the season in the Benz. Casey Barnes is home. His first game with us, and just our first game period. Everybody pretty much had a great game, and we put up 50 points on those guys. Pretty much stopped them, and the points that we gave up was kind of on us. It wasn't really nothing they did to us. Um, so that's when I realized I'm like, dang, we put up 50 points against these guys, and we didn't even play our best. That's when I kind of knew we'll be hell to deal with this year.
100%. Katie, I'm throwing back to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? You got, what's your why, bro? You know what I mean? Come to practice every day, you know what I mean? You sacrificing time, social life, you know what I mean? Things like that. But just what's your why? You know what I'm saying? Why you want to be one of the best or the best?
My wife, I would say just growing up loving the game of football. I just at the age of 5, I just been locked in on football, and I just been having the dream of making it to the league and being the first in my family to make it. So that's my why.
What led you to football specifically? 'Cause I'm sure you probably maybe, you know what I'm saying, like basketball, baseball, whatever the case. But what led you to the sport of football?
I would say just my dad with me, my dad when we was young, we just always watched football, and I just fell in love with the game. It just felt like it was the right speed for me, and I just love the contact in the game too. So that's what really helped me love football.
When you know what I'm saying, in the moments where, you know what I'm saying, after a game or whenever you get time to yourself, and you know what I'm saying, you're thinking manifesting, but like this, what does your mind wander to when you think about the future?
I don't even know how to answer that question.
You don't dream about, you know what I mean, like playing on the college level, NFL. You don't never just dream about it, like, man, when I get there, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna be like this. This how
Nah,
life is for me. Never.
I've definitely done that all the time. I'm always just thinking about what could be for me in the future. I just stay on the grind. That's it.
I get it. I get it, man. Man, a few words, but like when you studying film, man, I'm saying, or like, what's the biggest thing you learned from Coach Trey that you implemented in your game that's taking your game to the next level?
One thing Trey has really implemented that watching film is important. Like during the week, he really tries to get us to watch film before school, or maybe sometimes even after practice to really just because he know how it is in the next level. So we just take the coach and continue to do that because we know it's going to help us in the future.
100%, man. If you could look to your younger self, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, if you could put yourself in that headspace, you know what I'm saying, would your younger self be proud of where you are at currently and why?
It would be really proud because a lot of people doubted me because of my size when I was younger, and people really didn't think I would be good. So I just always had to keep a chip on my shoulder and fight through adversity, and then where I'm at now.
For sure. And what does that look like in the process? You know what I mean? People tell you you're not good, but you got a burning desire, right? You know what I'm saying, to be where you're at right now, top 2027 DB, getting looks from everywhere. So what did that process like? Did you start out training yourself and then people believed in you, started pouring into you? But like, how did you keep that fire inside of you going and keep pushing?
I really just kept believing in myself. Dad was pushing me, and eventually I started getting looks. And then after that, I just kept training and training and then people really just started liking me. And then I just kept going anyways, even if they don't like me or not. And I just to where I am now.
Is there any kids in the community or at the school that you kind of see yourself in, that you kind of like mentor, like, hey, brother, I know you were right where I was at when I was your age. People didn't believe in me. So, like, what are you telling those kids that you see yourself in?
I just tell them just keep working. Don't worry about what other people don't. I mean, what other people saying about you or whatever, because their opinion don't really matter. To be honest, it's just whoever you believe, you just stick to it.
100%, ladies and gentlemen, wise beyond his years, brothers going places. I'm gonna come back to you, Coach Trey, man. If out of the whole defense, it don't got to be just a secondary. I know you got your hands on the secondary, man, but who's most likely to be on a reality TV show? You know what I'm saying, and who would be the stars of the show?
Reality TV show?
Or just any show, but yeah, reality specifically, since we're talking reality.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one.
Take your time.
Help me out, Battle. Who we got?
I would definitely say the D line. I would definitely say
The
the D
D
line.
line, yeah, the D line may be like they might have the most they might have the most comedians in their group. You know what I'm saying? The D line, you got Nerves. Nerves is goofy, and then just off of his name is Nerves. He was named. That's his nickname because he get on the coach's nerves. Right. I mean, the D line definitely has probably the most character. So I say the D line.
All right, so they're the stars of the show.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go there. We'll go there.
All right, so I'm saying I'm assuming it's the second day they're the chill guys in the cut. You know what I'm saying? That's a little more player. You know what I mean?
They try to act like that, but they all lame. They all some scrubs. So
Man, ain't nobody Casanova on the team, man. What's going on? I know Casey got a little something.
no, man. These guys some scrubs, man. They ain't got nothing going on.
Who reminds you of yourself? You know what I'm saying, on the team?
I probably would go with Nash Johnson. I think Nash has a lot in me. When we talking about my skill set at corner, I was a more aggressive DB just because I started off in the box. You know what I'm saying? So I was very aggressive, and when he first got to McKeegan, that's something I had to kind of get up out of him, and not get up out of him, but kind of just teach him how to balance it out. You know what I'm saying? As far as aggression and finesse, right? I'll probably say Nash. Yeah.
Okay, Nash. Yeah, so I'm kind of you know what I'm saying, hear more about your story. But before I do that, man, you know what I'm saying, playing at a school like McCutcheon, you know what I mean, you got better facilities, you know what I'm saying, obviously in Powder Springs, Marietta area, you know what I mean, getting around more cultured individuals, man. And you from Westlake, so coming from Westlake to McCutcheon, what does it mean? You know what I'm saying, with the facilities, what does it do for a kid coming from the South Side, the exposure?
It's great, man. It's great. Every day I go to the school, I look at the school and I say, "Dang, I wish I had the opportunity to go to something like this." You know, being at college is very similar to the style of everything they do at McKeechen, right? From athletics to academics to everything. All the resources are there. So coming from the South Side, that's why I always tell the kids, and I'm always on their butt because I do think they have a lot of resources to become the best player and the best student that they can become. So I'm always on them on their butt about what I'm saying, maximizing this opportunity to be at this school, and prepare yourself for the next level. So yeah, man, I wish like I said, wish I had the opportunity, got the experience in college, but to be on the campus like that in high school is crazy. Like I still get amazed every day I'm on the campus. So
Nah, fact. That's a fact. When I come there for the basketball games, and I try to make some up there for the football games. You know what I'm saying, not this season, next year for sure. I got y'all, man. Or
we
Patty
got
Cap.
playoffs. We got playoffs.
100%. But I always get a little lost. You know what I'm saying? I see the stadium and I kind of, you know what I mean? I see the little flowers and I don't know where to go, man.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? How did you find your way to McCutcheon? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, from Westlake, went to Michigan State. How did you find your way on the north side of Atlanta?
So Kareem Reed, the head coach, he coached
sir.
me at Westlake my senior year, and I moved back to Atlanta after school. I had my son up in Detroit, so I was up there, with the family a couple years after college, and I ended up moving back down, and I missed football. You know what I'm saying? I missed it. I was working a job that was paying me well. It was paying me every week. But I hated it. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't fun. It wasn't entertaining for me, and it didn't feel like I was fulfilling my purpose, right? So I hit my dog Reed up. Well, I hit Coach Lou up, which is the strength and conditioning coach at McKeechen. He also coached me at Westlake. I hit him up, and he put the word in for me with Reed, and Reed kind of gave me the job on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So forever grateful for that. It's not my first coaching stint. I was at Westlake first, right after college in 2021, with Avion Terrell and all those guys, right? So you know, just happy, and I feel good being back in my purpose and helping the kids out and pouring into them as much as I can. So
100%. What's the biggest thing you get out of just corner and give it back to the kids?
Like I said, just give me that satisfaction, to be able to do for them as my coaches did for me. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a single parent household with just my mom and my brothers in there, wasn't really like no father figure in the household, and I had to rely on my coaches a lot to be that father figure for me. You know what I'm saying? And they did a great job with that. And I just want to do the same with these guys, even though they come from a little different background, but still they still need that role model outside the house too to look up to and for them to pour game into. So that's my job, and I enjoy it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then for both of y'all, man, I'm gonna start with you. I'm gonna start with you, Katie. Man, I always I don't think I've ever met Coach Reed personally, but you know what I'm saying, saw him at the Benz, I think last year. I always hear, you know what I'm saying, kind of serious, you know what I mean, to the point, you know what I'm saying. But from you as a player, man, just what's your thoughts, you know what I'm saying, or what's been your experience with Coach Reed?
Coach Reed, he a really cool guy. He'll be really hard on you. That's part of his job. Keep us in check, make sure we doing everything right, and he just always making sure that we locked in, keep all the outside noise away from us, and he just tries his best to keep us in the best places that we can.
For you, Coach.
I'm sorry, what was the question? My fault.
Just how is Coach Reed, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. So like I said, me and Coach Reed go back almost 10 years now, right? So Reed has always been great for me, you know what I'm saying, in my career. Helped me get a lot of big offers and get my name out there when I was in high school. Has given me this opportunity to continue my career in football and coach, and you know what I'm saying, make some money here eventually, you know what I'm saying, and just enjoy what I'm doing. And on top of that, outside of that, a great football IQ. He's a defensive guy, which we love defensive head coaches. I know I do, right? And
Right.
so great defensive mind. And he's a box guy, like a front seven guy. So, when we in our meetings and we talking about defense, I'm learning a lot from him and also the defensive coordinator Aaron Shepard. Learning a lot from those guys in terms of run game and run fits and all these type of things. So eventually one day I can become a defense coordinator and call my own defense. So forever grateful for Reed and the opportunity he gave me and all the knowledge in the game that he always pour into me.
100%. So, Coach, you know what I'm saying, got a lot of game, you know what I'm saying, get some things that you picking and choosing from. You know what I'm saying, if you want to answer it, you know what I mean, what if you were to call or when you get that job, like what's your type of style of defense? Is it attacking? Is it the 3-4? Is it a 4-3?
Yeah.
You zone man guy, what you calling up?
Yeah, so I'm a four down guy. Whether it's 4-2-5 or if you don't have personnel for it, if you had a personnel for three backers or 4-3, I'm all for that. I love four down defense. And my base coverage would probably be quarters because you can adjust to anything out of quarters except empty. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my cup of tea right there. Four down, 4-2-5, and playing quarters. Press quarters, by the way. Press quarters.
Why?
Um, I played. That's what I played in college. That's what I learned from Coach D'Antonio and Mike Tressel, and a lot of great coaches who come from that Saban coaching tree and that Saban background. And I know it like the back of my hand. I know it like the back of my hand. Like I said, I played in that defense for 3 years before I played for Mel Tucker my senior year. And like I said, you can adjust to anything out of it. I think it's pretty gap sound. You know what I'm saying? And in today's game, with all the passing going on, I think it's good to have five guys out there who can cover. So.
100%, man. That's a great answer. You know what I'm saying? Very in depth, you know what I'm saying? From that Saban tree, you know what I mean? Like is there anything that you kind of miss about the college ball, or what's something like the biggest a big experience that you take that you still live with, you know what I'm saying, walk with in your day on your day to day?
Man, all of the experience, man. College was a learning experience from the beginning to the end, and not just on the field but off the field as well. And my guys in my group, in the corner group, they probably think I be on them, all the time. I'm always on them, always on them. But if I asked all of them if they wanted to play D1 football, they all would raise their hand,
Right.
right? So my thing is, I have to show these guys like this is what it takes to be a D1 player. This is like these are all the things you got to do to be a D1 student athlete. You know what I'm saying? And I learned all that through my experiences at Michigan State. And whether it's good, bad, or ugly, what I'm saying, I'm always communicating these things with these guys, and trying to make sure that they understand what they need to do and what they don't need to do. So
I'm seeing good answer, man. Katie, y'all letting Coach Triana Ox in the locker room pregame, or he can't get no play.
Nah, I don't even know what Trey listens to, but he been out there now, for sure.
What you
they be
listen to?
hating on me, dog. Look, don't ask them no questions about me. They be hating on me, man. I don't know why.
What you listening to, Coach?
I'm 26, man, so I'm still young. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm still young, so I'm listening to all the Atlanta greats. The Future, the Thugs, you know what I'm saying? Everything they listening to, just not the YNs. We ain't listening to the YNs with all that yelling and screaming. We ain't doing that.
100%, man. So what y'all listening to in the locker room, Kaden?
Man, everything. To be honest, I ain't gonna cap. Whatever we in the mood for, we playing it.
So what's a song that y'all playing that the people like, nah, they probably ain't gonna listen to no Taylor Swift, they ain't listening, no, you know what I'm saying? What y'all listen to that people don't think y'all listen to?
Sometimes we'll be in there listening to like Future. You don't really see young people bumping Future for real. And then sometimes we might be in there listening to Young Jeezy in there. Sometimes it's just whatever we in the mood for, we just listen to it for real.
I'm saying, man, I
See,
know y'all listen.
Future old to y'all. That's crazy. That's
Damn,
crazy.
that's what y'all wild, G. Y'all wild.
Crazy.
But one artist I know they're listening to a little Rilo, man. But I gotta ask, when y'all saw this, man, you know what I'm saying, what y'all think about this, man? Like, how did this start?
It's Barry, man. Barry, that's the offensive coordinator right there.
Yep.
He it's kind of like an inside joke with the coaches. Kind of always just giving the coaches they flowers, really. You know what I'm saying? Me or any coach that he think is doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? He always giving them they flowers, and this is just a little joke on it, a little play on it, on the little inside, because he always calling somebody a goat. He always calling people a goat, so that was just a little joke, a little inside joke.
100%, man. Shout out to Coach Barry, man. Good
But
people, man.
but as you can see the reflection in the mirror right there, that's the real GOAT right there, man. I mean, what he doing this year with the offense, you know what I'm saying? We're putting up crazy points. I think the points we just put up, I think 78 points. I think that's the third most points Cobb County ever put up, a Cobb County team ever put up.
Yeah.
So he is doing, like I said, like more than 3 or 5 plus games with 300 plus yards rushing. I mean, he's doing a great job with offense and calling the offense and making sure those guys all on the same page. And I think that's why we keep being so successful, man. So that's the real GOAT right there, man. Jabari Wilder.
Shout out to Coach Jabari, man. You heard it here first, man. You heard it here first. Started stirring the drink on the offense, man. So definitely tap in with him. I thought I had one more question on my sleeve. That was a good one. Give me 1 second, man. Well, actually, not saying if y'all got anything, man. Anything to say, anything to plug. Whoever wants to go first, what's some final remarks I want to get out our chest for the fans and the people that's watching.
I'll just say, man, hello?
Yeah, you got it's all
Okay.
you can.
Oh, okay. Now I'll just say, man, just really proud of my guys. My whole group as the corners coach, but specifically my 2 starting corners, uh, putting up a could put on a great show this year. I think about 47 targets. We only let up 9 catches for under 70 yards. You know what I'm saying? And got a few turnovers. Think 3 total picks and a fumble recovery and about 50 tackles to combine. So just a huge shout out to the corners who they're going in every week in and week out with an assignment, and they're making sure they dominate it. And it's gonna be great for us going into the playoffs. We're excited for the playoffs to go 1-0 every week, and we want to have a better postseason than we did regular season. So be on the lookout for us making plays these next 6 weeks.
I'm saying, Katie, you got something, man?
Nah, just y'all be watching out for us during the playoffs. That's it.
100%. That last thing for me before I let y'all go, man. Shoot, man, who got the most drip on the team, man? Coaches, players.
Most drip on the team.
Drip on the team.
I don't know, man. Battle last year, his drip was a little nasty, but this year he doing a good job. I think, I know who don't have the best drip on the team, and that's Nash Johnson. Yeah, man, I think battle be a little drippy. I don't know. Who you got, Battle?
Ain't lie, I'd probably say Jakai. Jakai, he be switching his stuff up every game.
Jakai Hadney, yep.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, these are the guys. These are, who is this? It's Nas. It's Nash. Nash and tapped in a little late. What's going on, Nash?
What's up? Hello?
All right, brother?
You get me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us?
I just came back from out to eat.
Yeah, what you had to eat, man?
Hello? I have
Can you hear? Yeah, Longhorns. Well, brother, we're coming to a close, but the guy said you probably got the worst drip on the team, man. How you feel about that?
They said I got worst drip.
Worst drip on the team, man. Said you ain't putting on none but cleats, no socks. You know what I mean? You ain't got no flat tee game.
Said I had the word drip. Who said that?
Man, you know who said that.
Who, Trey?
You know who said that.
But man. So you think I got word drip on? You think I be putting on the word drip?
I mean, it's up there. You up there for sure. You definitely up there, dog.
I don't like doing too much.
Plain Jane, simple man.
I go plain Jane every game.
No sleeve, no nothing. Ankle socks.
He go quarter sleeve. He like wearing quarter sleeve.
Quarter sleeve, okay.
I only wore it one time. Are you talking about like compression?
Yeah.
You talking about compression?
Am I glitching?
Nah, you good. I think that's Nash.
Okay. He we lost him. If we don't come back in pretty quick, probably just gonna wrap it up, fellas.
Oh, nah, you good, man. He's at late. You good.
It's all good, man. I appreciate y'all coming on. Much love, man. Y'all gonna do great things in the playoffs. We're gonna be talking about the Indians on the show, man. So we know the Just As a News podcast. We'll be watching and we tapped in with y'all, man. But again, thank y'all for coming on, man. Y'all have a blessed one.
Yep.
All right, science team, man. Thank you for having us.
Most definitely, much love.
All right.
Peace. I think I'm still glitching, but there you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, man. This has been the Just Citizen News podcast, man. I hope y'all enjoy rocking that with Brother Baker tonight. We keep it smooth, easy. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. We're gonna ask some tough questions, but we're gonna keep it Peter at all times, man. So we'll see y'all again Thursday for the basketball podcast, basketball show. We're gonna keep it live, keep on bringing in some good guests. So we'll see y'all Thursday, man. Have a blessed, wonderful night. I'm getting ready to tap into Florida and Arizona, man, because I'm a hoop head. I'm gonna watch maybe a little Monday Night Football, but we're gonna keep it basketball until then. So y'all have a blessed night, and we'll see y'all next time. Until then, it's the Just As a News podcast. Peace and love.